Hello everyone, my name is Katya and today I'm going to show you how to crochet these jar covers. It's a fun and easy project, so let's get to it and create something great. For this project I'm using number 4 medium weight yarn. I have it in 3 colors. 4.5mm crochet hook, scissors, tapestry needle, a little bit of lace, hot glue gun, a little bit of stuffing, and a jar of your choice. We're going to start with the magic ring. Hold your yarn tail with your thumb, wrap your yarn around your 2 fingers, crisscross it in the front, hold your working yarn with your ring finger, insert your hook into the first circle, using the second circle, bring out a loop, twist it a little bit, go into your working yarn and chain 1. Here we have a magic ring with the chain 1. Into the magic ring we're going to work 6 single crochets. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Pull on this yarn tail and it'll tighten the center. For the next part, you're going to need some sort of a stitch marker. I'm using a piece of yarn. Go ahead and place it in front of the first single crochet. Into the first single crochet of the previous round, which is right over here, we're going to work 2 single crochets. So here's 1, and going back into the same stitch, work your second single crochet. Repeat, work 2 single crochets into each stitch around, and at the end of this round, you should have 12 single crochets. For round 3, we're going to work 1 single crochet into the first stitch and work 2 single crochets into the next stitch. One more time, work 1 single crochet into the next stitch and work 2 single crochets into the following stitch. And that's the repeat. At the end of round 3, you should have 18 single crochets. For round 4, we're going to work 1 single crochet into the next 2 stitches and work 2 single crochets into the following stitch. And that's the repeat. Work 1 single crochet into the next 2 stitches and work 2 single crochets into the following stitch. At the end of this round, you should have 24 single crochets. For round 5, we're going to work 1 single crochet into the next 3 stitches. So here's 1, 2, and 3, and work 2 single crochets into the following stitch. 1, and back into the same stitch, work your second single crochet. Repeat, work 1 single crochet into the next 3 stitches and work 2 single crochets into the following stitch. So continue working, and at the end of this round you should have 30 single crochets. For round 6, we're going to work 1 single crochet into the next 4 stitches. So here's 1, 2, 3, and 4, and work 2 single crochets into the following stitch. Repeat, work 1 single crochet into the next 4 stitches, 3 and 4, and work 2 single crochets into the following stitch. At the end of this round, you should have 36 single crochets. For round 7, we're going to work 1 single crochet into the next 5 stitches. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and work 2 single crochets into the following stitch. Repeat, work 1 single crochet into the next 5 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and work 2 single crochets into the following stitch. At the end of this round, you should have 42 single crochets. For round 8, we're going to work 1 single crochet into the next 6 stitches. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and work 2 single crochets into the following stitch. And that's the repeat. Work 1 single crochet into the next 6 stitches. 4, 5, and 6, and then work 2 single crochets into the following stitch. At the end of this round, you should have 48 single crochets. To adjust the size, make sure that the crochet piece is covering the lid, and that's what I'm looking for. Now you can crochet less or more rounds. It's just the same repeat. Each time you're just going to increase 1 stitch. And for me, this is enough. It's covering the lid, and that's what I'm looking for. For round 9 all the way to round 13, we're just going to work 1 single crochet into each stitch around. And that's what I'll be doing, is working 1 single crochet into each stitch around for round 9 all the way to round 13, and I'll meet you at the end of round 13 to show you what to do next. At the end of round 13, this is how it looks like. Looks like a little hat. Now you can make yours higher if you want to, but I'm going to stop here. Next thing what we need to do is slip stitch into the following stitch and cut a yarn. And pull out your hook, tighten it. Let's work on this yarn tail. Turn your work inside out using our tapestry needle. Let's go ahead and hide our tail. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use my next single crochet and bring out my yarn tail towards the center, away from the edge. I don't need to do too much here because we are going to be gluing it down, so it's going to keep it together and the yarn tail won't come apart. And you can cut it if you want to, or leave it the way it is and use it as stuffing, but I'm just going to cut it so it's out of the way, like so. To make the rose, let's go ahead and slip knot to start. Chain 16. Into the third chain from the hook, so don't count this one, count from here. So 1, 2, 3. Into the third chain, we're going to work 1 double crochet. Continue working your double crochet across the chain, and at the end you should have 14 double crochets. To end this row, what I'm going to do is slip stitch into this chain where I just worked my double crochet, my last double crochet. So slip stitch into that space and cut your yarn. Leave a long tail for sewing, just a little bit of sewing, it's not that much. Next step, using our tapestry needle, we're going to roll our rose and using the double crochets on one side and whip stitching it like so. Now again, roll your rose and use the double crochets and add a whip stitch. Roll and add a whip stitch. Like so. And I'm just going to repeat. And one more. Next, I'm just going to weave in my yarn tail just a little bit, and it'll help secure the rose. Like so. And then using these 2 yarn tails, I'm just going to make a knot. Like so. And here's your little rose. So last thing we need to crochet is 2 leaves. I'm going to show you how to crochet 1 leaf, and then you just repeat and work on the second leaf. Now slip knot to start and chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Into the second chain from the hook, not into this one, but into this one, work 1 single crochet, work 1 half double crochet into the next stitch, work 1 double crochet into the next stitch. So here we have 1 last chain left. Into this chain we're going to work 5 double crochets. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we're just going to work across this chain right on this side. Work 1 double crochet into the next space. Work 1 half double crochet into the next chain space. And last, work 1 single crochet into the last chain. Slip stitch into the first single crochet. Like so. Chain 1 and cut your yarn tail. This is our little leaf, and what we need to do is bring this yarn tail to the bottom area right over here where we worked our double crochets, and I'll show you how to do that. Here's the front of our leaf, and this is the back. Using our yarn tail and our tapestry needle, we're going to bring it towards the back using our stitches, like so. Now again, insert your needle into any of the stitches and bring it towards the bottom of the leaf where we made our double crochets, like so. Now this way we can use these little tails and attach them to the cover. Now go ahead and work on your second leaf, and I'll meet you and we'll put it all together. Let's go ahead and attach the leaves to the cover. Here is our first round that we worked on. I'm going to insert my hook into any of the single crochets right along the first round, and I'm going to use my little yarn tails and pull through like so. And then here is the yarn tail on this side. So in between, here in between, I have 1 single crochet, and I'm just going to insert my hook into that space and repeat the same exact thing to my second yarn tail, like so. And then on this side, here I have my yarn tails, and in between I have 1 single crochet. I'm just going to make a knot. Like so. And I don't need to cut my yarn tails. Now here's our first leaf that we attached. Now coming along this side, right across from this leaf, I'm just going to repeat and do the same exact thing. So here we have our leaves attached. Now what I did is I cut my yarn tails for this rose, and I'm going to go ahead and glue it right in between the 2 leaves that I have right over here using my hot glue. So I'm adding my hot glue right at the bottom of the rose, and I'm just going to go ahead and glue it right between the 2 leaves, like so. Just press it down a little bit. Next step, let's go ahead and stuff our little cover. Now don't add too much stuffing, just a little bit. I think I'm just gonna add this much. You just kind of wanted to keep the shape, like a rounded shape, like so. And we're going to go ahead and use the cover and glue it on. So pushing your lid down with your thumb, I'm just going to go ahead and add a little bit of glue right along the lid and press down the cover, the last round. And repeat. Add a little bit of glue and press it down. Last thing, let's go ahead and attach our lace. Now measure how much of lace you're going to use, and I'm just using it right along this area right here. Now overlap it just a little bit, not too much, and cut it out. Added a little bit of glue right along this end. I'm just going to fold this end inwards and just glue it right on top of it, like so. Hold it down and it's done. If you need to add a little bit of more glue, go ahead and do that. There we go. Now mine is movable. You can go ahead and glue it onto the jar if you want to, but I find it this way it's a lot easier to do. And you're pretty much done, so you can go ahead and add your cover. Here are finished jars. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.